Hi, I'm Hunter Toppel, and today I'm going to show you how to shot put, and this is the shot put pit. There are a few things you need in shot putting and a few things that are helpful to have. One you really need to have is a shot put. A standard high school shot put weighs 12 pounds, an Olympic one is 16 pounds, and a women's one in high school is 8 pounds. Another thing helpful to have is your throwing shoes. You can get these at any local sporting goods store, and they're usually not too cost expensive. Another thing you don't need to have, but for me, I would like to have it, is a wrist brace. So if you have wrist problems, it at least helps holding the ball up nice and tight, makes it so there's not a lot of pressure on your wrist and doesn't hurt as much. After you put on your shoes, the most important thing is to stretch and warm up. I like to do a couple of my stretches, I like to bend and touch my toes as so. Give a little look back at the camera there. I'm going to sit up, I'm going to twist my torso, crack my back a little bit. I like to use this nice little post right here, call her bird up. Put my arm right there and stretch her out. Real nice. Use the other one just because it's fun. After I do those stretches, I like to go on the ground a little bit, get a little nice groin stretch, little butterflies here. And a nice squeeze. After that, I like to spread my legs wide and reach and touch, and I go left one, then the right one. After so, I like to stretch out my butt. Go right here. Nice stretch right there. It's my favorite stretch to do. After I stretch out and I'm all about to warm up, I like to put on my good old wrist brace. Slide on right there, neoprene sleeve, real nice. And you gotta pull these two sides down. Use these straps, they're really kind of a pain in the butt to get on usually. Got, there's one strap. And then the nice big one, nice, keeps my wrist real tight. Alright, and there, I'm all ready to warm up. Now I got my shot, my wrist brace, and my shoes on. Let's head over to the pit and warm up. First thing I like to work on is a backwards throw. It helps with your extension of your hips and your ankles and your knees. Do right here, come down slow. Just throw about as far as you can throw it. It's real nice when you have a partner that can help retrieve and you can go simultaneously instead of having to get it yourself. After you do a couple of those, next thing is to do a front throw. You stand here, you take the shot, and you put it right in your neck. Get ready, kind of bend back, throw it out. You're just working on the extension of your arm at the end of your throw. Next thing is the power position. It's usually the finishing part of your glide or spin, whatever you choose to do. To get a nice athletic stance. Actually. After you get a nice athletic stance, get your feet staggered. Put the ball up on your chin. You're going to lean back, reaching for the ground, and you can tap your foot if you like. Come through. Throw about as far as you can throw. After you do a couple of power throws, the next step is your glide. I'll demonstrate it without a ball and then with a ball. So I'm doing the glide, do my foot back towards the rear of the center, for the circle. Your nice athletic stance down here. Up. Pausing right there. In the end, then you come to your power position, follow through. Now I'll show it with the ball. Again, I'm in my nice powerful position, reaching back, put up, and throw it. It's probably about 30 seconds. 7 feet, which isn't too bad. It's not close to my back, but it's an alright throw. After we're done shot putting, we usually move on over to the disc. Well, now we're over here at the disc pit, and it reaches out by about 200 feet, which is very hard to get. And the average high school disc is 1.61 kilos, which is roughly a little over 4 pounds. The women's is about 1 kilo, which is about 2.5 pounds. So they're not too bad. They're a lot lighter than the shots over there. And what I like to do is we start off with our power throws, which I'll demonstrate now. Again, you want to put your foot on the left sector line, just kind of reaching out. The right one back to the middle, nice athletic stance. Leaning back. Come one through practice. Come back. And throw. That again wasn't a very good throw, but it happens. After the power throws, we do what's called a wheelie. Take your right foot, you're putting it in the center. Again, at nice athletic stance, you're pointing down towards left sector. Just kind of relax in the ring. It's real important to stay relaxed. Come around. Again, throw it. And the last one I'm going to demonstrate is called the spin. It's the one I use on competition days. And important in competition is that you can enter anywhere you want from the end of the circle. But after you throw, you have to exit out the back half of the circle for it to count. So I'll go ahead and demonstrate it. Get a nice athletic stance, kind of again, feet about a little more than shoulder width apart. Get a little down athletic. Again, relaxed. Kind of, you can get a focal point in the back and stare at it. Let it fly. Whether it's the discus or the shot put, they're both the two main throwing sports in high school, and coaches usually like you to do both of them. I mean, you can always have a favorite. For mine to be disc, mostly because I'm better at it than I am with shot put. But the most important part for both of them is to have great technique, because if you have great technique and you have some strength, you're going to do a lot better, most likely, than someone who's very strong but has very bad technique. Oh, there we go. Whatever, I don't want to do it.
Oh, stop stopping. It's not stopping.
It's not.